If you can't get a photo in that many that is quality, then you suck as a photographer. I mean, you probably just shouldn't be a photographer anymore, because I think anybody, my wife, could get a good photo. Hopefully she's not watching this video. Hi, I'm Jared Hoyman with VisibleTour.com, and today we're talking about SD cards. About a year and a half ago, I made a video about Lexar cards, and I pretty much said, Lexar sucks. Lexar sucks! Again, Lexar sucked. My cards failed. It was horrible. I did not have a good experience. I had to recover some footage and some photos as well. So let's fast forward several months later. I get an email from Lexar. Hi, Jared. Hope you are well. I'm Lexar's PR rep, and I came across your YouTube review regarding Lexar SD cards. Even though Lexar didn't receive other similar cases reported during the video's published time, it might be a firmware issue. After learning about your experience, Lexar would like to send you a new unit for you to try out again. Are you still using the Canon R6 and R5? The Lexar 2000x SD and 1667x SD both work well with the Canon R5, R6, but for shooting at 60 frames per second 4K, we would suggest using a V90 card. So we would like to send you a 2000x 256Gb SD card. If you are interested, please let me know your address and phone number for shipping purposes, and I'll request a sample to send your way. Thank you, and have a great long weekend ahead. Best regards, Lexar. If this is how companies actually work when a customer is not satisfied, then Elon Musk, Tesla sucks. So you can send one my way and I'll review it. The skeptical side of Jared said, this must be a scam. So I sent him an email back and said, sure, if you want to send me a card to review, I'd be more than happy to. But in order to review them properly, I need 2 cards because I do redundancy. So they sent those cards over to me. To my surprise, they're real. So I took 2 of these cards, and for the last month, a little over a month, I've been using them on all my shoots. I have shot over 100 homes. I have shot over 12,000 photos because I do HDR, I do bracketed photos. And I will tell you, out of all of those photos, it has failed 0 times. So that is a lot less than what it did when I used the V60. The V90s that they do have right now, I will say, are the best I've ever used. I mean, absolutely amazing. The read and the write speeds have blown me away for the last month. I will continuously use these cards. I was skeptical. The other cards that I will also recommend in this video, because this video is not sponsored by Lexar, but it is a fair review because I've been using them for my job, specifically because I'm a real estate architectural photographer, and I will say I will continuously use them. But the other alternative, which is a V60 card and has never failed me as of right now either, and has worked well with 4K at 60 frames per second, is the Angel Bird cards too. So I'm going to actually leave the link below. I'm also going to leave the Lexar cards below. Angel Birds are V60s. They're fantastic. They're awesome. They handle the 4K 60 frames just fine. The V90 will actually handle a backup with the R5 when it does 8K. So it will be able to do the 8K and the 4K at 60 frames per second just as well. The Angel Birds, I don't believe will handle that. The write speeds are not going to be there, but the V90 on this one is amazing. These are a brand new card. These have just been released over the last month or two. I was skeptical a few years ago when Lexar sold the company to another company, kept the name, and I was told that manufacturing might have changed, which then we all thought, well, maybe that's why some card failures were happening. I will tell you that Lexar is listening. I mean, a little guy like me, my channel is not huge by all means, but the fact that I was a squeaky wheel out there complaining about the cards and a PR person reached out to me says that they honestly want to listen to their customer base and make sure things are working well. I also think that Lexar wanted to do a I told you so and shove this card in my face and prove me wrong, that Their cards are good. Now, I cannot, by all means, recommend their V60 card. It has failed on me several times. I even ordered more. They have failed on me. They do not handle 4K 60 frames per second. The V90s do, which kind of floors me because the Angel Bird V60 does handle the 4K 60 frames per second just fine. With the right speeds on those, it shouldn't handle the 8K, but who knows, maybe that would surprise me as well. If you're interested in these cards, feel free to purchase those in the link below. It does support the channel. This channel is not sponsored by Lexar. It is not sponsored by anybody as of right now. If you want to sponsor this channel, by all means, I'd be happy to. But it is solely sponsored by me, my website, promoting our business, and I love educating other people on making better video and photography. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and like, and I will talk to you in the next video. Don't be sad. Click on one of these videos to continue on.